Stands in. And Triston McKenzie's first pitch is a fastball that runs off the plate for ball. 71 degrees game time temperature.
I was just going to say Tristan's a guy that doesn't give up many hits. Hitter's just hitting .201.
Green 4 for 19 against Cleveland pitching. He did that in 16 of his first 17 big league games this year. Tristan got his attention with that fastball. He felt that. Swung on and missed. Boy, with that curveball can be deadly. One away comes Victor Reyes. This guy is really.
Yeah, he was sitting down in the bottom part of the lineup when he played in Detroit, but now up in the second hole because Baez is not playing tonight.
Well, he had a 3-hit game against Cleveland in that series, so that certainly will get your manager's attention and get your name penciled into the lineup more often.
Or it's been cold, you know, and they need to get hot for a few days here going into the break.
1 innings. Fastball strike on the outside corner to Harold Cap. Good pitch.
Yeah, it was.
2-1 the count. Castro has just 6-1 at bats. Couldn't catch up to that fastball. 2-2.
That's where that curveball comes evaded at times. Can't catch up to it.
Swing and a miss. He just reared back and said, here's some smoke. Miguel Cabrera leading off, and what do you know, he's lined another base hit.
Well, he had the stroke in Detroit last week going to right field. Now his first at, he got up and scored.
A real cat burglar.
Yeah, they may have to keep him close over there.
I think the Guardians got this guy to play.
Yeah.
Well, his last 10 games, he's at .340.
Good. Don't hang him a breaking ball. Like that.
Swung out and missed. Haas goes down hacking. That's the 3rd K for McKenzie.
They'll run it all over.
Jamer Candelario hitting just .193. And on the year. But you've got to go at him.
And they were feeling good about themselves, and rightfully so.
Towering fly ball. Kwan calls everybody off, makes the catch. 2 down. And now comes Jonathan. Line drive, center field. Straw is there.
Efficient, very efficient.
Tiger Stadium now a public park where kids can play ball, so they've at least kept the grounds. But the stadium is. Spencer Torkelson leading off inning number 3, and that pitch outside from Triston McKenzie. Fastball up high. Torkelson made his major league debut back in April. Pops this one up, first base side, Josh Naylor. 1 away.
But that was a dandy.
That day he was just overpowering.
You know, in the way.
Ground ball to short. Ahmed Rosario gets rid of it quickly.
Nice
and
pick.
A nice job by Josh Naylor to scoop. And you could tell by Rosario's reaction, he did not mean to bounce that.
No.
Back to the top of the order, and Riley Green.
We were watching a little bit of the game yesterday, or was it 2 days ago when we were going through that doubleheader, and Buddy's back in the lineup. Probably a little sore.
Here.
Well, you know, sometimes you just get caught up into it.
I know.
And you know what? He did not go. They checked. Know where the fence is. You hit it a couple times, and you'll know the next.
Fourth strikeout for Triston McKenzie. Dealers, Alan Jensen will be talking Plesac and Hutchison. That's the matchup for tomorrow night. Victor Reyes leads off the fourth. And Triston McKenzie pumps a fastball. Now it's 1-2. Just did get a piece of that.
Chase it when you get it to 2 strikes. Nice little slider.
Fifth strikeout for McKenzie. One there.
That slider's been nice. Curveball's been there. And when he has all 3, he's going to be tough to hit.
I asked Terry Frank off by going, well, he works harder in between starts, and he stopped and he said, you know what? I'll let this play out.
Just went foul in front of the bag.
Told him, and he goes, he bounces back so well after bad situations. He goes, to me, that's a sign that we got something special in Triston McKenzie.
Yeah, totally agree. Think about where he was last year.
Right.
I mean, the ups and downs. It had some tough ball games, and he came out and he had some great games.
Line drive, base hit by Harold Castro into center field. Second hit allowed by Triston McKenzie here tonight. And Detroit has one on with one out.
Now watch this pitch right down Broadway. Look at, he knew it. He's starting to learn how to do that. Cabrera swung at the first pitch in his first at-bat again after he got past all the milestones.
Oh,
look at
man.
him. And now he's turning on everything.
Racing over to run it down is Stephen Kwan for out number 2.
Boy, he got over there in a hurry. I thought that was going to be down for. Well,
in left field, he's.
You know, it's hard to say. Maybe he picks up the ball better than that. Okay.
Nolan Jones calls off Jimenez and makes the catch in shallow right. And how about this? Of his 12 outs, half of them
has learned how to go deep into a game, because he had a nice little stretch going this year doing that. Great.
Up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
68% strikes for Tristan. Give me another.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
He wanted that pitch.
Give him the deuce. Half dozen Ks for Triston McKenzie. Jonathan Scope applied to center. First time up. You know, because he's had so much big leadsmen on this club, fact of the matter is he's only 30 years old.
Yeah, he seems a lot older than that. He's been around a long time.
Cleveland is still far and away the youngest team in all of baseball. Just a year ago. Line drive, and it's just over the head of Rosario in the left field. And a 1-out base runner for the rookie Spencer Torkelson, but 24 years old.
Yeah, and then some of their young studs that they really planned on are hurt.
Casey Mize,
yeah, I
Matt
mean,
Manning.
you look at the guys that they really developed in their mind. So there's a lot of young kids working here that you never know. It could certainly help them down the road when those other guys come back. But their bullpen's intact. We witnessed that last week.
This is Josh Naylor, and that is out number 2. But as I said to you, when 2 down and a high pop,
that may come back.
Ramirez says, I've got it. He does. Inning over.
Tristan's 5050.com, and it's over 70,000 right now as we speak, and that'll close out on Sunday. Wow, nice.
Leading off this 6th inning for Detroit. He has struck out twice against Triston McKenzie.
Well, Tristan has been outstanding. I mean, he's throwing 60 pitches.
Ooh,
really good
fastball
pitch.
And didn't get the call
Well,
for whatever reason.
Look at, yeah, he
swung out and missed. He came right back and got him with the curveball. Strikes him out.
To this point, all singles. Slider, strike one. That to get ahead in the count, the slider. Because they see a little spin and they're going to take it. Then he unwraps a fastball.
A lot of the guys that are around him, they say, if you look at all his other numbers, take out wins and losses, Triston McKenzie to these guys on this side is an all.
Right back up the middle. Slider in there for a strike. Foul back out of play.
That's a good pitch. Slider in off.
Bounced in. What a job by Austin Hedges. Literally, Arch.
Yeah.
He just threw his body. It's one of those little technical things that you see Sandy Alomar going over with catchers and
wild pitches.
Fly ball pretty well hit. Deep center. Back is Straw. Makes the catch. And that is out number 2.
Damage in the Central Division in his career.
Just outside.
He's had 2 good swings tonight. Got a base hit on the first pitch he saw for all the hits were coming. Up the middle, other way.
One and a liner in the right center field. Straw cuts it off. He'll hold Cabrera to a single. On his way to third is Reyes.
Boy, is he locked in. And he was the guy that was sole, responsible for everything. I really think that was all weighing him down, and he's been able to get there.
Well, I know for me, and I said this to you when we were in Detroit, I think the home run,
and always will be.
And it's like you always say, if you're 1-2, swing and a miss. Hey, struck him out. McKenzie pounds that glove. Come. Jamer Candelario leading off the 7th and fouls a pitch straight back.
Well, that has been a nasty pitch for him tonight. That curve swings and misses tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Man alive.
He told a story about a pitcher that had a pitch that worked when he got 2 strikes on him. I can't remember the name he had, but it was real creative. But it was about coming up back with that curve, and they have no chance of hitting it to strike him out.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, it changes the eye level.
Right? Because Tristan laughed, and he realized, and he said to me a couple days ago, I got to start pitching inside. Wow.
Look at he feels it now, man. Anything he's been very efficient. Stay in.
Right field. Nolan Jones, a long run over into foul ground. Made the catch into the netting. Hangs up.
But he means that. He tells me that all the time. He says there's something about his stuff. He thinks because of that fastball and how he can ride it, and the curveball we've seen tonight.
Well, and you remember he made his very first start against these Tigers there, and his first strikeout was Cabrera, and he just had a knack of pitching well against these guys. And they're going to They're going to hate it the rest of his career if Tristan stays here and in the division.
I think he's learning attitudes.
Quick game he was throwing.
Well, that one there, he was in another rhythm. But even the first one, he's taken a seriousness to the job, and I think that's part of what
day.
Yes, and when he first came up, and it was good because he had a good attitude, but it's a little different than the other starters. Now he tries to
Badu, who is 0 for 2 tonight.
Nice.
Check did he go? He went too far, and that's 11 strikeouts.
Plate, and you just can't lay off of it. But there's your fastball. What are you taking it? Don't let him get ahead of you. There's a stat for you. Lowest percentage off a curveball. Triston McKenzie has it. Yeah. Why wouldn't you want to throw it? I mean, he's tall. It's coming from the sky, and there it is again.
Tristan wants a high heater.
That was a low one. And the reason why you want the high heater, because you think it's going to be the curveball and you get him to chase it, you know, because he's been down in the zone. Back again. Like that.
Swing and a miss. 4 times tonight he has struck him out with a curveball. That's not Uncle Charlie. That's eclipsing the 11 he struck out last August in Detroit.
Boy, this is
just missed a little low with a fastball.
You know, it's easy, I would think, if you're an umpire, too. That was a 24-pitch inning, but other than that, with all the strikeouts, unbelievable. But I'm saying, like an umpire.
And the 1-2.
This is the guys that a good low ball.
The 1-2. Chopped to first, but foul. McKenzie's 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball towards second. Jimenez throws him out. 8 shutout innings.